phone. Are you willing to share?
My screen time is just under
8
4 hours.
4 hours. Let me see this
What's
shit.
your screen time on your phone? Are you willing to share?
My screen time is just under
8
4
hours.
hours.
4 hours, that's calm.
So I don't think that's that high.
No,
personally.
considering you're football
I think
now.
I've definitely heard higher.
Up now. Hey, damn. Okay.
Hi, I'm Trent Alexander-Arnold, and these are my 10 essentials.
AKA the worst right back in the Prem. Just facts.
This watch is Patek Philippe Singapore edition, so I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think maybe like 500 around the world were made. I was lucky to get my hands on one.
Richard Mill?
After I win like trophies, I like to kind of get myself a gift. So this was after we won the Prem, after we won the Premier League. I remember seeing it just as we were like wrapping it up, just as we were about to win and stuff like that. And I thought, you know, red, it makes sense to go with the, like, obviously team colours. I love the colour and stuff like that, it's rare. So I thought if I can get my hands on one of them, then that's what I needed to go for. So
and that's a good watch, that's such an watch,
I've
bro.
still not actually wore it properly, but it's one of them that whenever I see it, whenever I think about it, it takes me back to them special moments. I find like watchmaking and stuff like that, the intricacy is very interesting to me, where you can kind of see all the little bits working and how intricate and fine details they are is, you know, is phenomenal. So my next essential item is Entourage. You know, at the academy when I was like trying to make it, and I always used to watch it. I used to watch it with like my older brother, because I remember we used to share a room, and like we had this box set, and we just carry on watching them and just rewatch.
Wait, give me 2 seconds.
Talent and his friends and family around him, and it's like it's not just him that's made it. It's the whole group. It's like a family, and I like to think that now I keep that same mentality of. Like the people around me, I've got a close circle, I've got a tight circle, and it's all of us together. It's not just me who wins or me who celebrates winning things, it's all of us, because all of us are part of this journey. So I like to think that I connect with the series, and I feel like it's kind of moulded me into kind of who I am now.
Who you are now? Like, wasn't he a terrible right back?
Yeah, as well. These ones specifically it was just because we can't. It was the only thing we could kind of do. We really only had like a DVD player in the room, stuff like that. So we had to like buy the physical copies and watch it that way. So, and I've just always kept it with me. You know, we've moved houses and stuff like that. But this is kind of something that I've always like kept close to me, because it just reminds me of the times of when we were trying hard to like make it, trying to, you know, make our dreams come true.
That's facts.
My footy boots, kind of
footy boots is crazy.
Essential, really, innit? Yeah, these are brand new model, brand new. So I haven't really worn them in games yet, but they're the ones that I'm like training in and stuff like that to get used to, and then, you know, eventually I'll slip into a game, and hopefully, you know, we'll see some sparks flying. Like 2 days before a game, 3 days before a game, like someone will try on a new pair of boots, and then they'll have a bad session and they'll blame the boots, and it'll be like, well, I can't wear them boots now because I'm gonna have a bad game in them.
I mean, you're
well,
bad anyway, you might as well just wear them, innit?
That's all is what it is. I don't really feel like the boots are kind of just a tool. I feel like if you have a bad session, you have a bad game, it is what it is. It's not because of your boots. Whether I have a bad first session or a bad first game in them is what it is, and I'll eventually they'll turn good for me. I like to think I'm quite low maintenance when it comes to like boots and changing them and how many pairs I have. Like, I just need one pair of boots, to be honest. I don't need like 3 or 4 pairs and different like studs and stuff like that. It's just one pair of boots is what it is. I get what I'm given, and you go out there and you're playing them. So I feel like I've just carried that from my childhood into what I do now. My next essential item is my phone. I think my phone's essential to me because it's kind of what I use throughout the day to, you know, speak to people, speak to family, friends, people around me, communicate with them. Also like schedules, timings, the things I need to do, remind myself to do things and stuff like that. Everything's kind of stored on my phone. My screen time is just under 4 hours.
That is crazy,
I don't think that's that high, personally.
4 hours, mine's like 18, bro.
I've definitely heard higher.
Mine has to be higher or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I've definitely tried to like relax on being on my phone as much these days. I think social media can kind of just get you trapped and you're just in this, just scrolling and you're not benefiting yourself. So I like to kind of make sure when I'm at home I don't go on it as much as I used to and stuff like that. So making a conscious effort to, you know, spend more time away from it.
And who would you say is the most famous person in your contacts?
Neymar.
I get that question a lot. Who is the most famous? I don't really have too many famous names in there, you know. Max Verstappen, maybe.
That's dead though.
Massive into Formula 1. Massive. I'm a huge.
I mean, like, is him, like, is he really him?
So, that was a special moment for me as well.
Earphones, yeah. Watch sponsor here. Watch the sponsor. Watch.
Bang and Olufsen earphones. I think initially what attracted me to him was like the cars that I was driving and stuff like that had the B&O sound systems in. I always found that they were the best sound systems in the car that I was driving and stuff like that. I found that because I like to play my music really loud in the car, so I always found that was like the best. And then once I tried them, I found that it was good quality music, high volume, because I like to listen to my music when I'm going into stadiums, when I'm like just getting pumped up for a game and stuff like that when I'm in a changing room. So, you know, music and sound is very important to the way that I get ready for games. So I found that these were reliable and one of the best as well. Best music taste in the team. Best, I want to say probably Hendo. Yeah, I would probably say Hendo. Similar vibe to me, like R&B, rap, hip hop kind of vibes, like old school, like 90s, 2000s kind of vibes. I feel like is up there with the best music that was ever created, really. A go-to for me is probably, I don't know, I like 50 Cent, Eminem. I'm into like my old school, like mid 2000s, like rap, hip hop. I'd probably say like Kanye, Touch the Sky. You cannot go wrong with that song, cannot. So my next essential item is my Theragun. I was introduced to Theragun years ago, to be fair. I think just growing up you get like different you get introduced to different kind of recovery methods, like ice baths or stuff like that, and then your foam rollers. And then obviously like these kind of massage guns came into the game a few years ago, and that was like the next step. You know, it just gets built into like your kind of routine, whether it's before training, when I'm going into the gym, or after, or when I'm at home and stuff like that. Like I like to travel with one to away games, like that if I'm in a hotel room, and say if I'm feeling a little bit stiff or I've woke up with a bit of stiffness and that.
I heard
it's just good to get it going, you know, stimulate some muscles, and just kind of helps me get rid of that stiffness and that fatigue that I've got in my legs. Probably straight after the game, my recovery would be, you know, ice bath, maybe a massage, food. Nutrition's massively important. So there's sleep, and then the following day kind of the same process again. There's lots of different methods. There's a lot that goes into it when you're playing every 3-4 days consecutively. You know, you need to focus on recovery a lot.
Under Armour is such a dead company, like.
Essential.
But they look like fucking Air Max.
Just in everyday life. Anyone who knows me and is close to me understands that I'm massively about like comfort. That's my main priority, is comfort. So you'll always find me in a pair of trainers or sliders or anything like that. When it comes to trainers and tracksuits and that, you've got to be coordinated in your brands. So people wear like Under Armour tracksuits and then like Nike trainers or something like that.
Well, you're sponsored by Under Armour, you can't say that though. Like, if you're sponsored by the company, you can't just go where
colours and style and like that. Like I said, comfort always comes first for me. So I like my feet to be comfortable, and that just eases me and it keeps me nice and relaxed. Hopefully we get a Trent design trainer soon, hopefully. So keep an eye out for him.
There's an iPad as well. There's a dumpy fucking iPad. My next
essential item is my iPad. Yeah, I use my iPad for a lot of things, really. I think it's mainly because I travel so much, traveling, you know, different games all the time. I'm always in a hotel 2-3 times a week. A lot of the time I'm using my iPad to watch TV, watch series, watch films. You know, I watch everything I kind of watch is on an iPad now. Yeah, I use it for, you know, football in that sense as well.
Another promo?
Red Bull. Yeah, I drink this a lot, to be fair. Not too much because, yeah, we're not really allowed it too much at football, but I think before games, before a session, this is my go-to. I drink it as I'm going out, walking out onto the pitch. I like to get it in the system and just give the energy to perform.
So no wonder this guy's been this bad. Because he drinks Red Bull. See, don't drink Red Bull, bro. Don't drink that shit. It's terrible. Yeah, ever since he started drinking Red Bull, he's been he can't perform, bro. He's getting benched by fucking centre backs, and that's crazy, bro. I'm gonna be getting benched by centre back is crazy. I can't lie to you.
Really, it's big. It's big in my life. It's big for the people around me as well. Red Bull for me is the best energy drink, so I drink it quite a bit. I'm not massively into coffee, to be fair. I'm just starting to kind of get into it. I think my taste buds are kind of growing up a little bit, so you know I'm starting to enjoy the taste a little bit more. But I'm not quite a casual drinker like that. I'd stick to me waters and stuff like that throughout the day. But it's more like if I know I've got a big session coming up or I know I've got a game, then I like to focus on
go crazy
just before I go out to train or just before I go out to play. I'll have a bit of Red Bull, just to, you know, kind of wake me up a little bit. It's the secret. It's the secret to the energy.
It's the secret to the energy, but not the secret to the performance. Haha, me shit.
So my next essential item is my wash bag. It's messy. It is messy.
Okay, rich man.
Aftershaves, deodorant, exfoliator, toothpaste. That's it really. I'm quite simplistic when it comes to like grooming and stuff like that. I like to keep it simple. I'd say moisturizer is like I need to moisturize all the time. That's just something like I've just gotten into habit with. That's my most important part of the routine. Yeah, I like the bag. When I see it, I thought that's nice and spacious. I'm quite big on like my bags and stuff like that, and my accessories, like my rucksacks, my holdalls, my suitcases, my wash bags. I'm quite like a collector. I like fine bags. I like the feel of them. I like the look of them. This Go Yard is probably my favourite one so far. And I've got like the backpack that matches it and stuff like that I wear. So I like the, and it's big and spacious as well, which is perfect. Thanks GQ. Hope